Street Light Sounds.
Let's do this again. A little different this time. I told myself that money would never be a factor. Now I'm laughing at Benihana's with benefactors. Sell my soul for an artist law with them giant raptors. My chef cooking that steak and lobster on giant platters. Forsaking all again for this path of master. Path to disaster and saved by the master. I'm hearing they laughter.
This is Burial. Don't forget that you're live from the Hustle Squad of New York City. In this fourth session with our distinguished guest, Decaress Smith, we're going to be talking about what's it like being behind bars, experiencing the kind of violence that so often accompanies such prison sentences, and why ignorance is the best policy. We'll also be talking about the rampant homosexuality that exists behind bars as well. So sit back and enjoy the show. We're looking forward to you joining us. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And please leave a comment. We're looking for more comments because the comments are starting to come in, and we respond to every comment. And most of all, subscribe. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
I don't have that vendetta no more. Because, you know what I'm saying? I don't do time. I'm home, I'm back out. You know, it was inconvenient. Like I said, I waited all 15 months to 5 years. I took the 15 months. I took the 15 months. I ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? 15 months, I go back in. 8 months, I'm back in the city at the halfway house. Come on, man. Shit, I do my math first. You know? So I was back in I was on York and Gold Street. They got a halfway house in Brooklyn on York and Gold Street. That's where I was at. And I was back home. I was back in the city within 8 months. But now let's not get off topic. The records that you seen from that the thing I sent y'all, that's nothing. I told you when I first got to Lewisburg, this guy out of Chicago, old gangster, a real OG, he showed me a sickle. I didn't know what the hell a sickle was. He said, "You don't know what a sickle was?" Hell no. He said, "It's a long handle with a curve that's sharp on both ends that could decapitate your whole head. 2 swings of that, your whole head will come off." And he showed it to me. And he said, "Yeah, I'm about to go put in some work." And I'm like, "Really?" I'm going to show you what happened. I goes in the TV room. It's me, maybe about 5 dudes from New York. We all sitting in the back row. We come in, we sit down. Maybe about 10 minutes later, they came in the TV room. I knew something was going on when they shut the door, but we didn't think nothing of it. They was beefing with the guys in front of the TV because they was trying to control the TV. So they came in, once they shut that door, there was no words said. It was just swing, stick, stab. And it was like, excuse my French on this, but it was like niggas crawling on top of niggas trying to get out that motherfucker. That's how bad it was, because we was trying to get out of that joint. And every time it's like being in a battle with crabs. Every time one crab get ready to come out, one crab grab him back down. That's how it was trying to get out the damn TV with all that blood. Man, listen, man, I think I got pushed out the door, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Once I said, "Thank you, Lord, first me, thank you." Because I got up, I read to myself, because I already know what's going to happen. Them guards going to come. You better be at yourself.
There was no guards there at the time? You know, in that TV room?
Office. No, they got an office on the first floor. Every penitentiary got either 3 tiers. It's supposed to be a guard on each tier. But they all go downstairs and blow BS in the office. Drink coffee and chew snuff. You know what I'm saying? But you got 2 floors up there that's being unmonitored with all these goddamn criminals in here. Some of them are maniacs. You know? Like the one time it was 2 big muscle-bound dudes in my block. But they was on 5th floor, one was on the 2nd floor. You know what I'm talking about? Who was the strongest on the way compound? It got so bad that they got into a beef, and they came up on the 3rd floor because the shower door is made of steel, solid steel. So when you go in and close that door, you don't really hear nothing. They went up in there to fight. And we all came up, being nosy, standing outside, being nosy. Who gonna be the victor? Come out. And the guy came out from Philly. He was knocking dude out. And he was on his way downstairs. He turned back around. He said, "Nah, fuck that." He turned back around, came back into that shower, pulled out his penis and pissed all over the dude to wake him up. That's, to me, oh, you got to die. But you got to remember, he just knocked you out and he pissed on you. So you really ain't got no fight in you, really. The dude don't already prove he can knock your ass out. So, man, that shit was crazy, man. I will never forget that. Never. I could be out of prison 20, 30 years and I'll never forget that.
Trisha, anything you want to ask?
Yeah.
It's crazy in that place, you know. There's people that's paid to watch, you know, what's going on and control. It's like they're not doing their job. They're not doing anything. And it's like a failure of the system once again.
Before I came in the system, they've been doing that. They sit in the office. This is what they do. You know, everybody got a supervisor that comes around hourly to sign a book. That's the only time they get on their floors and act like they're doing something when the supervisor. Because remember, it's more than one block in the prison. So when one supervisor leaves a block, they call and say, "Oh, Lieutenant such and such is on his way." So now they got their hands up. So they all get out the office and act like they doing their damn job. You know what I'm saying? Supervisor come in, he look around, he don't see nothing going on, he walk into, he don't see nothing. Then when he leaves, it's back to normal. Goes back downstairs in the office, chewing snuff, drinking coffee, and shooting the breeze. While the second floor get to having chaos, because the bathrooms, the showers is where it really goes down at. Because you can't hear that once you close that door. It's a big solid door. You know what I'm saying? And I would not lie to you. One time I had fear. One time I'm in the shower. It's usually 3 people in the shower. It's supposed to be 6. There's 6 showers in it. We had a rule in prison. You knock on the door, ask how many. 3. That means you wait until somebody comes out. You don't come in. Not more than 3 in there. It's bad enough. It's 3 of us in here. One time I was in there. They had this young boy. He was really kind of young. He just came to the prison. I don't know why they sent him there. He should have been in the medium. But he was in the shower with me and him. And I think it was 2 Washington, D.C. dudes. Everybody know Washington, D.C. dudes is on butt. They on that faggot time. Don't you know, when that kid left the shower, the first thing that one of them D.C. dudes said to the D.C. dudes was, "Yo, did you see when the soap dripped on the back, down his crack, how sexy that was?" So I said to myself, God damn. So I hurried up and dried off and got the hell out of there, because if you say that to him, what you say about me? You know what I'm saying? So then I said to myself, should I say something to this kid? But if I say something to this kid, who knows if he's a hothead and go stab up people, and then they're gonna wonder, well, who put it to him? So now they figure it out, me. Oh, so I just kept my mouth shut. I mean, I wanted to do my best to warn the kid, but I don't know if he's gonna be a hothead. Shit, that took it down to me. So I said, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. But it's just crazy. I'm like, wow. So now my block was on the 3rd floor. I started taking showers on the 2nd floor, because the 2nd floor, those dudes was more respectable. They only allowed 2 in there at one time. I started going from the 3rd floor to the 2nd floor, taking my shower. Shit. And I took my shower with my boxers on. Hell yeah. I wash them out while I'm man, listen, I'm not getting undressed in here like that, because I know how y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen, I would never, ever date a woman out of D.C. I don't give a damn if she living in New York and she been up here 20 years. If she's from D.C., I ain't gonna fuck with her. You know, because y'all state was, at one time, was the #1 state for AIDS and everything. Now Georgia is the #1 state. See what I'm saying? So, I would never date a woman out of D.C. We can have a good vibe and everything.
Let me say this. I've heard a lot about Atlanta. I've heard it's a real freak town down there, bro. I hear down there, it's like the African American gay capital of the world, or
Man, they got gay parades in Atlanta. Yeah, they got gay parades in Atlanta.
Well, they got gay parade in New York.
Yeah, but they got a park in Atlanta. If you do your research, they got a park in Atlanta just for gays. It's called Piedmont Park. If you're in that park, something's wrong with you. If you're in that park, you're funny. There's no reason for you to be in that park. Everybody knows about Piedmont Park. I'm from New York and I know about it. Shit, get out of here. You in that part, you looking for something. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no woman. You know what I mean? So, nah. I stand
Yeah,
fast
I
on what
also
I
heard
believe in.
that half a million people living in Atlanta, Georgia, have HIV or AIDS. I heard
Yeah,
about that.
they the number one
African
state
American
right
in
now.
the
They the
African
number
American
one
community.
state.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about that.
Listen, years ago it was DC standing alone. Now it's Atlanta. They don't supersede them. And I'm like, whoa. Man, I would never, ever date a woman out of DC. I wouldn't give a damn. I would never. I just don't. Because you got too many of those under what they call it, the underground clubs, the go-go, and all that. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes be up in there. They got a magazine in DC that they sell called the Underground Go-Go, and they blur the faces out. These dudes are big time drug dealers, and you see them with the jewelry on, and they in these clubs, but they blur their faces out. So I'm like, oh really? So never would I take a chance like that. Nah, I value my life too much. You know what I'm saying? So and thank God now I'm not who I used to be because I only focus on my wife. Because before I came home, I was everywhere in everything, and not no more. Been there, done that. It's time to settle down. So nah, I'm happy with this. There's one woman.
Let me say this. The purpose of this show, The Hustler's Corner, New York City, is to help educate our youth and to warn them of these things of this life that they're headed, that they're going headfirst into. If they choose to do the kind of dumb things out there that people like me and you have done when we were younger, I had to admit, our youth, they don't have a clue what's waiting for them. It's like you were saying, that young brother that came in to join. I don't think he really knew what he was in for.
He better be glad they didn't make a move on him. Because now, people ask me, would I had help? Hell no. Hell no. I'm minding my business. Shit, we all up in the joint naked, showering. How the hell am I gonna help somebody? Yeah, I ain't even gonna ladder off. I'm gonna get the hell out of there. Whatever happens, happens. It ain't got nothing to do with me. That's how it is. You see things, but then again, you don't see things. Like when they crack their cells in the morning, the police come up on every tier. They crack the cells. Then they go back down to that first floor and hang out. Once you crack those cells, the rule is your man will tell you what you see coming down that tier, you don't see. Like you can come down the tier and you can hear moaning in there. Now ain't no goddamn woman in there. Who the hell moaning like that? It's sexual activities. So you just got to keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Mind your business. Because the guy in there might come and have an attitude by you stopping and listening. So, they really think those boys are women and they actually try to really protect them.
I hope your story wake up the young people today. I really hope so. Because your story, just listen to your story, but your experience in jail, I don't even want to go. I'm like, I'm so damn scared to go to jail. I mean, I hope your story wake up today youth. They need to hear this because a lot of them think they bad enough. They could take the street. They could also take the jail. They don't work that way.
Yeah, like a lot of them boys that did that to that girl, that jumped that girl for the sneakers and her cell phone and all that. They're gonna learn because listen, a lot of them got to go home with their parents. They didn't go. They got arrested, but they had the opportunity to go back home with their parents.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you something. If they would have went to jail, them boys would have got messed up because people were waiting on them behind the shit that they did. First of all, you did to a young girl, and they was all of y'all. They would have got it. Like the boys that killed Junior, the Blood Bronx, they killed with the machete. Listen, they in prison. They ain't in population. Them motherfuckers in PC. They can't come to population. And I'm gonna show you something. Just because you in PC don't mean you can't get touched because people sign into PC just to get in there to get at you.
Wow.
And then they come back out.
This concludes this session of the Hustler's Corner, New York City. If you are a person that's incarcerated and you have books that you'd like to get out and you want to share your story, come share your story on the Hustler's Corner, New York City Tale from the Dead Cities. If you are a person who has been wrongfully convicted of a crime that you did not commit and you want to share your story, come share your story on the Hustle's Corner New York City Victims of the System series. If you are a person who has been self-reformed, active in the community, came out of a past nefarious life to a more positive one, and you want to share your story, come share your story on the Hustle's Corner New York City Legends of the Hood series. If you are a Black business owner and you want to share your story of how you got your business off the ground and how you faced many challenges to succeed, come share your story on the Hustle's Corner New York City Black Business Movement series. If you are a musician or an artist or a vocalist or a rap or hip hop artist and you want to share your story about your career and how you have grown it into success, come share your story on the Hustle's Corner New York City On the Grind series. And if you are a woman who has been through traumatic times in her life only to overcome them, come share your story on the Hustle's Corner New York City Lipstick Stories series. And if you're enjoying this show, please help us grow. Show your love. Like, share, leave a comment, and most of all, subscribe. Thank you for joining us. Looking forward to seeing you again. This is Perry Eldell from the Hustle's Corner New York City. Peace. Yes, I'm blasted, pockets is fatter. Without peace, what does it matter? Manifesting this madness. My career's center stage, you just a sideshow. Carrying the shame everywhere that I go. Ain't no way this can continue, I know. But do I want that mercy or that mercy lie go? I'm flawed, but how long can I live life like this?